Well, good evening, basketball fans from the Stroud Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Montana Western. It is Frontier Conference women's basketball. The Bulldogs, their conference home opener, hosting number 16 Carroll College. Saints start number 0, Willa Albright, number 3, Kenzie Allen, number 5, Megan Karster, number 12, Jillian Kandutch, and number 35, Isabel Erickson. The Saints are coached by Rochelle Sayers in her 14th year, and earlier this year, the end of last year, she hit the 300 victory milestone. Her assistant coaches are J.D. Solomon, Hannah Dean. Hannah, great player for Carroll. In fact, she was Carroll's very first women's basketball first team All-American. Also, Mackenzie Johnston coaching. Mackenzie, of course, a former Lady Grizz All-Conference guard. For the Bulldogs of Montana Western tonight, Bulldogs 2-1, 4-2 overall. Number 4, Kiki Davis. Number 5, Miley Wilcox. Number 10, Ava Belich. Number 11, Gio Horner, and number 23, Isabella Lund. The Bulldogs, of course, coached by first-year Rich Ryan Sullivan. His assistant is Wes Knox. So we should have a good one. Both teams with almost identical records, 2-1, and the Bulldogs actually are 4-3 overall. 2-1 in conference, 4-3 overall. The Saints 2-1 in conference, 4-3 overall. Getting set for the opening tip, and Willa Albright will be jumping for the Saints against the Bulldogs' Kiki Davis. And some shuffling on where you're supposed to stand at the center jump. And if you're wondering where the rich voice of Mike Miller is, he's here. We're still awaiting new equipment. So Mike is here, and I can point my headphones at him just to show you that he's here, and maybe we can have him say something later on. Saints control just underway from the Stroud Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Montana Western. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Shot clock at 12. Shot out by Erickson, no good, but tipped out and almost tipped out of bounds. Isabella Lund for the Bulldogs controlling the loose ball. And crossing the timeline for the Bulldogs is Wilcox. Kiki Davis, top of the key, thinks about a three. Now she takes a drive in, works in, and lays it up and in. Kiki Davis going among the bigger Karstetter, 6'2 senior from Moses Lake, Washington. And the Bulldogs on the board first. Saints looking for an opening in what early is a stingy defense by the Bulldogs. Open for a three and hits the three is Kandutch. And the Bulldogs sagged off on her, and she took advantage of that big time. Saints lead 3-2, just underway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a definite offensive foul. Wilcox just used her elbow to push away the Saints defender, and she's pleading, well, they were guarding me too tight, and I don't think the referee can do much about that. Three to two, Saints by 1 over the Bulldogs, just underway. First Frontier Conference home matchup for Montana Western against their rival Carroll, and tipping the ball out of bounds is Lund at the other end, lays it up and in. Isabella Lund with the steal. She tapped it to a teammate. The teammate back to her, and it is a 4-3 Bulldog lead. This history that we have found goes back to 1972, and it is the 169th game between the Carroll and Western women's programs. The Bulldogs won the very first game back in 1972, 54-42 over Carroll at a tournament in Bozeman. And that was back in the days when MSU and University of Montana, they all played against each other in women's basketball. That was the infancy of women's basketball back in that early 1970s. Another shot from the side is no good. Rebound by Lund. And Lund will bring it down across the timeline. She avoids the Carroll defenders. Now dribbling in, laying it up, and in is Horner for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs double their lead on Carroll at 6-3. 7:29 left to play, first quarter. Erickson will try a three and hit it. And Erickson's three ties the game at 6. Saints applying some nice pressure, but the Bulldogs break the pressure. And guess who does? Isabel Lund just said, I'll do this all by myself. And she did. She dribbled it through the defenders, laid it up and in. Bulldogs back out in front, 8-6. And at the other end, Kenzie Allen did exactly the same thing for the Saints. And we're tied at 8. Horner drives the basket, now flips it back out to Wilcox, back to Horner in the corner. She drives in, and Albright did a good job of just stepping right in the middle of the passing lane and comes away with a steal for the Saints. Saints lead 8-8. Hartstetter has nowhere to go, so she finally just over the top of the Bulldog defenders lays it up, and it's 10-8 Carroll. Horner with the in and out three, no good. Rebound to the Saints. Here come the Saints running the other direction. Erickson, top of the key at the elbow, hits it away, no good. But rebound by the by the Saints, but stolen away by Wilcox of Montana Western. And it looks like Erickson is going to be called for the foul. We have our first substitutions of the ball game. For the Saints coming in, Grace Mulliman. And for the Bulldogs, Sammy Love and Bailey Saylor. And of course, we've said this before, Bailey Saylor, the granddaughter of one of the great Montana sports writers of all time, Bruce Saylor. Tipped out of bounds by Albright. So good defense, and the Saints, I think they're going to do full court as much as they can. And the ball tipped out of the passing lane into the hands of a Saint. Here comes Carroll on the other way. Erickson to Allen. Allen almost loses it to Lund, but it went out of bounds instead. In fact, it went right into the hands of Ava Belic. She was open, but she wasn't in the game, so it doesn't count. 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Saints on top by a pair, 10-8. Shot up and no good. Saylor with the rebound for the Bulldogs, and down, almost came away. Lund tried to give a nice long, what do you call that pattern? They go out and come back in again. Football coaches. Anyway, we've got timeout on the court. With timeout, it is Carroll College 10, Montana Western 8. We'll be back with more Frontier Conference women's basketball after this on the Bulldog Sports Network. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. The Saints holding on to a 10-8 lead, and it's been a high-paced basketball game. We'd almost use a Millerism of everybody came to the basketball game and a track meet broke out. Horner back to Lund, now Lund, good defense by the Saints. Love has it tipped out of her hands, all the way out to Saylor. Under 8 seconds on the shot clock. Saylor takes a drive in. She goes all the way in, turns, little, and it's good. Little fadeaway short jumper, and the ball game is tied at 10. And called for the traveling Kennedy Neiman for the Saints. Good defense by the Bulldogs. And Albrecht is called for a foul, a trip. And she was the first one to reach her hand down to help Isabella Lund up. Love down across the timeline, drives her way in, now comes back outside, pass to Saylor. Saylor calls out a play. Saylor to Lund, or to Love. And Lund drives in and lays it up and in. Isabella Lund with 2 for the Bulldogs. Lund, the leading Bulldog scorer, with a little over 13 points a game. Three-point shot up and no good by the Saints. And all the way down is Horner, and she lays it up and in. And it's 14-10, and that gets Rochelle Sayers up and says timeout. So it's Montana Western 14 and Carroll College 10. Back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium looking at the stats. See, they're fairly close in a lot of the categories. Bulldogs average 68 a game and the Saints average 63. Bulldogs give up 67 while the Saints give up 59. So that's the big spread right there. But shooting wise and everything else, they are very close together. Hallie Fitzgerald has checked into the lineup at the timeout. Fitzgerald, of course, a native of Beaverhead County High School. And she'll take a shot and a foul away from the basket. Yeah, so Fitzgerald, the younger sister of a couple of former Bulldogs, Jace Fitzgerald, who played football for the Bulldogs this past season, and her older sister, Brittany, well, I want to say Fitzgerald, but it's Haverfield now. She was an All-American for the Bulldogs, and travel on the other end. So the Bulldogs in exchange give the ball to each other with turnovers. So Wilcox comes back into the game and gives Isabella Lund a break, and we get to see Brooke Dyack for the first time. Oh, in and out, no good. Also checking in the linebacker and making the rebound is Kyle Pankos, the redshirt freshman from Twin Bridges. She's inside, passes off to Horner, and Horner is thumped. And it looks like Grace Milliman will be called for the foul. Hallie Fitzgerald is called for the foul. Horner makes the first free throw. Missed the second one, so 1 out of 2. Bulldog lead should be 15-10. And it is. 2:30 left to play in the first quarter. 3-point attempt is up and off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound picked up by Wilcox of the Bulldogs. And here comes Montana Western. Foul called, and the girls in purple, all of them are shaking their head no, but nobody ever admits they make a foul. Is the foul, Kenzie Allen is the foul. Kenzie Allen, junior from Grantsville, Utah. I don't know, where's Grantsville? That's a new one on me. Well, they're talking to Savannah over there at the clock. Fouls on what? Not sure what's going on. They're having major discussions about something. Oh, and while we have that time, those major discussions with the officials, Steve Belknap from Idaho Falls, Rigo Vasquez from Idaho Falls, and Junior Casillas from Missoula. Those are the men in black and white. JR, not Junior. Sorry, JR. His parents are saying, well, he kind of is a junior. Okay, now they changed the foul up there to 23, so that was who I called it on originally. Diak tries to work her way in, doesn't make it, but gives it off to Wilcox. Wilcox misses a three, and rebound controlled by the Saints. Here come the Saints on the run. Shot clock down to 7 seconds. No, good defense by the Bulldogs. Turnover with the shot clock. And here comes some more full court pressure by the Saints. Wilcox goes one-on-one now. She gives off to Saylor, and Saylor loses it, then gets it back again. Oh, over in the back is called. Yeah, there was a foul a little bit earlier, but Avery Kraft has the ball now for the Saints. From the free throw line, jumper is good by Neiman. And here comes the Bulldogs. Hawk has it, and Hawk is fouled. And Kraft, I believe, is going to be called for the foul. And that's the 5th foul. And that will send the Bulldogs from now on, the last 42 seconds of the first quarter, to the line for 2 every time. So Mila Hawk of course, coached in high school by Reese Cox, who is the son of one of Mike and mine college roommates, and a pretty good track star in his day. Hawk gets both free throws, and it's 17-12 Bulldogs. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball tipped out of the hands of the Saints, but the Bulldogs weren't there where they needed to be, and it's back into the hands of Carroll. Albrecht will put up a three and hit it. Albrecht, 18 points a game. She's the leading scorer for Carroll College. And Hawk, Ava Belich will put up a three and no good. Rebound controlled by the Saints. 7 seconds on the clock. Fitzgerald, from the wing, is up and good at the buzzer by Ava Oakland. And quickly, what was a 5-point lead disappears to a 1-point lead, or 1-point trail. It is 18-17 Carroll after one quarter. Back with more basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium getting set for quarter number 2, and the Bulldogs will have first possession, and they'll be taking it out right in front of, well, a little bit to our left. Technical difficulties.
No, just had to put zeros.
Oh. So Wilcox will put the ball in play, or bring the ball down across the timeline. And the shot clock didn't move. Miley Wilcox, one of the new Bulldogs, came here from Adams State College. That's where she transferred from, but she is from Anchorage, Alaska. Wilcox to Saylor. Wilcox, top of the key, drives in, turns at the free throw line, up and nowhere, except in the hands of Avery Kraft, and the Bulldog commits a foul. I'm not sure if it was Belich. Ava Belich. Nope, it was, Miley Wilcox commits a foul. Quick foul. Bulldogs have one team foul for the quarter. Bulldogs led by 5, but 2 threes in the last minute of play gave the Saints a 1-point lead. 18-17 Carroll. Another 3 attempt from the other side. This one more air than rim or net or anything. And Bulldogs with the rebound. Another nice move by Kiki Davis. Oh, right over the top of the taller Karstetter. And it's 19-18 Western. Good defense by Kiki Davis. Tipped the ball out of the hands, but she also tipped the ball out of the hands and out of bounds. Little 15-footer is good by the Saints. That was Neiman with the basket. Bulldogs break pressure down at the other end. 3 by Belich is no good. 1 and done for the Bulldogs. Here comes the Saints. Neiman with it. She sets up for 3, now backs off. And there's another 3. This one by Kraft. And when you look at the stats, Saints only 30% three-point shooting team, while the Bulldogs are 39% three-point shooting team. 23-19, 4-point lead by the Saints. Kiki Davis puts up the shot. And I think she agrees with everybody. It wasn't a good shot, but the thing that helped her out is she was fouled. So Davis to the free throw line. She's improved her free throw shooting a lot when you go back to from freshman year to now. She misses them both though. 23-19, Carroll with a 4-point lead. Here comes another 3, this one by Erickson, but she throws up an air ball. Where's the dog pound?
They'd be all over that.
More full court pressure by the Saints. They try to trap Isabel Lund, but she'll break it on the dribble. And she'll go all the way down once again and lays it up and in. Right into the cheerleaders, and she took a cheerleader out along with herself. I hope everybody's okay. 23-21. That Isabella Lund layup cuts the Saints lead to 2. And now she'll get an and 1. And she completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Almost taken away by Horner. Horner, oh, she got some arm on that. Horner with the foul, and that will send Kenzie Allen to the line. 5'8" junior from Grantsville, Utah, and she's a transfer into Carroll from Utah State Eastern. Don't we have a Bulldog men's player from Eastern Oregon? Or I mean Eastern, Utah State Eastern. And she got the three-point play, or I mean she got the fouls, and pressure by the Saints causes another Bulldog turnover. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Oakland. Turnaround jumper is good by Karstetter, and it's a 6-point Carroll lead, 28-22. And the Carroll press is wreaking havoc on the Bulldogs. Love puts up a 3-shot, and it's no good. Rebound for the Saints. Albrecht, the redshirt senior from Billings. Kiki Davis with the defensive board for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass. Oh, nice setup. Love, it went right through her hands. Beautiful pass by Bailey Sayers.
I can read lips.
3-point from the wing, no good. Saylor with the board for the Bulldogs, and she'll bring it down across the timeline. Sets up to Lund, and Lund will set the offense. Inside to Davis. Davis turn around, now back to Saylor. Saylor takes a drive in, little step back jumper is up and no good. So Bulldogs, as hot as they were in the first quarter, have gone icy cold in the second quarter. Oh, something happened to the Bulldog defense. They kind of fell asleep there. And all the way, Saylor passed it all the way coast to coast. And there was two Bulldogs, and Horner caught it, laid it up, and it's 30-24. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shot is up and no good. Rebound. Sammy Love tips it out of bounds. And we have the media 5-minute timeout. So we'll be back with more basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, also underway tonight in the Frontier Conference, number 15 Rocky at number 25 Montana Tech, Mayville State of North Dakota at number 4 Dakota State, and Valley State, also of North Dakota, at Bellevue of Nebraska. And that's the schedule for tonight in the Frontier. Shot is up and no good, but offensive rebound to the Saints. And a blocking foul called on Isabella Lund. And Jillian Kandutch, a 5'9" freshman from Miles City in Custer County, puts the free throw up and good. Seeing more and more freshmen playing varsity nowadays. Gets them both. 8-point Carroll lead, 32-24. 4:20 left to play in the half. Kiki Davis turns around. Oh, and just right around Carstetter and laid it up and in. Whoa. Oh, fall away jumper, and I'm guessing it was fall away because she went all the way to the ground after shooting that was Kenzie Allen. And it's back to an 8-point Carroll lead, 34-26. Davis again with the ball for the Bulldogs. Now she's going to go inside again. Carstetter's got her. Now she scores another one. Kiki Davis, no fear. Kiki Davis is 5'8". Carstetter is 6'2". 34-28 Carroll. 3:10 left to play in the first half. Oh, Bellich tried to get to an open Horner, but in there for it was Can Dutch. And the Bulldogs are just really lackadaisical on their passing. Lund around the wing off to Wilcox. Wilcox stops back at the elbow inside to Davis. Davis at the free throw line, turn around, puts the shot up, and no good. I guess she needs to be guarded by a 6'2" person to make those baskets. Can Dutch loses the ball, tipped out of her hands by Wilcox. Horner picked up the loose ball and passed it back to Wilcox, who was double teamed in the corner. And once again, should be called a foul based on discussion with former officials, but I mean, when they're guarded that tight and they kind of have their legs locked up. Anyway, I'm going to keep it here, and we're going to look at the standings. And boy, it is all gobbledygooked at the top. North Dakota State 3-0. They are at the top all by themselves in the Frontier. But then you look at Montana Western, Carroll, Rocky, Valley City, Northern, and Montana Tech are all 2-1 in conference play. Bismarck, Providence, and Dickinson State are 1-2. And on the bottom of the Frontier, Mayville State and Bellevue with 0-3 records. Davis tried to work her way in again, only this time she's fouled. She was actually, looked like she was double teamed there inside. Looks like Kenzie Allen stepped over to add a little more pressure. And Davis will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Senior from Missoula. Played her high school ball at Missoula Hellgate. She's also a softball player. It's one of her favorite sports other than basketball. In and out, so she gets 1 out of 2, and it's 34-29 Saints. 1:43 left to play, and Lund is called for the foul. Carroll with the ball and the lead. Not, she was a little too far underneath for the layup. That was Ava Oakland. Oh, nice bit of passing by the Bulldogs. 3 players touched it, and the last one laid it up and in. 34-31. Bulldogs trail by 3. Saints with the lead and the basketball, approaching the 1-minute mark in the first half. Albrecht ran into Bailey Saylor, and Saylor is called for the foul. She doesn't necessarily agree with their defense being called a foul, and the official just agrees with her. Albrecht, 81%, well, let's call it 82. It's 81.5. We'll call it 82% free throw shooter for the Saints. Transferred to Carroll a couple years ago from the University of Montana and has never looked back. She gets them both, and it's back to a 5-point Carroll lead. 36-31. Under a minute left to play in the first half. Bellich will put up a 3, and it's off. Hard rebound out to Horner. Horner to Diak. Good defense by the Saints. Bailey to Kiki Davis inside. Reverse layup is no good. Rebound to the Saints. 26 seconds on the clock. 36-31 Carroll. And Karstetter lays it up. 38-31, 7 seconds left. Or I should say 7-point lead. Now 7 seconds left. Good defense by the Saints, and that's the way the half will end. Carroll College 38 and Montana Western 31. Back with a little chat and some after this on the Bulldog Sports Network. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium getting set for second half action. Leading scorers for the Saints, it was Kenzie Allen with 9 points, and for the Bulldogs, it was Kiki Davis with 11. Saints have the ball first. Oh, good pressure by the Bulldogs forces a Saints turnover. And here comes more full court pressure.
Set one pick.
Wilcox breaks it after a nice screen by Belich. Belich has it, thought about shooting. Now she's going to drive in, puts the layup up, and it's no good. Rebound, offensive rebound to Lund, and she puts it back up and in. Saints on the attack, leading by 5, 38-33. And Albright put a shot up, got her own rebound, puts it up again. This one doesn't come, gets a rebound again. This time she is fouled. So Albrecht had 3 chances at it, missed 2 of them, and then got a rebound and was fouled. But they're saying she was fouled not in the act of shooting. So it will be Carroll ball underneath their own basket. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, and Kiki Davis stepped into the middle of the passing lane, comes away with the steal. Off to Horner. Horner's shot is up and good, so Horner lays it up, and the Bulldogs trail by 3. And Bulldogs putting on a little pressure too. And we almost got Isabella Lund in our lap. Shot is up and no good by the Saints. Oh, and bad pass by the Bulldogs, stolen by the Saints, and reverse layup by the Saints, no good. And here comes Isabella Lund driving down, trying to find a way. Now she was double teamed and lost the ball. Erickson with the ball for the Saints into Allen. Allen puts up a shot and it falls. So Carroll took about 2.5 minutes before they got on the board in the second half. Wilcox has it off to Horner. Horner puts up the 3. No good. Short rebound to Albrecht. And Albrecht will bring the ball down and set things up. And 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound by Wilcox. And Wilcox pressured by Allen, and Allen got a little too close on that one. Oh, and the power went off. There we go. Okay, so a lot of action.
I think the mascot unplugged it.
So the mascot may be running stairs for unplugging everything. Oh, offensive foul called on Isabella Lund. Oh, no. No. They're going to say Kiki Davis commits a foul. Lund was the one that fell down, but the foul was on. Okay, never mind. 40-35, Carroll with a 5-point lead, 6:50 left in the third quarter. And is that Sammy Love with the foul? Nope, they're going to say it's Bailey Saylor. Kenzie Allen makes the first of two. Mike pointed some stuff out at the halftime stats. The Saints had 4 offensive rebounds and 4 second chance points. More difficulties.
Shot clock. Somebody over there's not paying attention.
Okay. Oh, Saylor, nice move to the basket. Not fouled, but Kiki Davis, I believe, committing the foul on the rebound. Yep, and that's her 3rd personal. And Kiki is quick to grab a seat on the bench. And redshirt freshman Kyle Pancost will come in. 6'1" redshirt from Twin Bridges, Montana. Saylor gets the rebound for the Bulldogs. Inside to Pancost, and she loses the ball. Turnovers are killing the Bulldogs. Double dribble the call on Albrecht. A rare Carroll turnover. Lund will bring it down and set things up. Saylor open from the wing, no good. Rebound to the Saints, and the Saints are running. But Albrecht zigged when she should have zagged, and the ball rolled out of bounds off the pass. And the official is getting to know the dog pound quite well. I think they've settled in after dinner and they're back. 5:30 left to play in the 3rd quarter, so we'll have a media timeout in a second. And another Bulldog turnover. Carroll comes up with the steal. Kenzie Allen, the culprit, into. Shot is up and no good by Karstetter, and Saylor came up with the rebound for the Bulldogs. And so we're going the other way, and now Albrecht. Is that, yep. Albrecht is called for the foul. Her 2nd personal. Horner's shot is up and good. So the Bulldogs break out of a scoring doldrum, and it's 42-37, 4:40 left to play. Turnaround is up and good. Took a couple of turns around, a couple of trips around the rim. Erickson called for the foul against Lund. 4:12 left to play, and that's our media timeout. We'll be back with more 3rd quarter action after these messages on the Bulldog Sports Network. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. Third quarter action, Saints leading by 7, 44-37, and the Bulldogs plagued by turnovers. Be interesting if we get one of those stat sheets they sometimes bring at midway through quarters about seeing if we have a turnover thing. Lund makes the first free throw, 38-44. Saints lead. Lund gets her second free throw. Lund, the leading scorer for Montana Western with 13 points a game, and she's a 71% free throw shooter, so her average is going to go up a little bit. Three-point from the wing is up and no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Saints. So here, more full court pressure. Belich gets it across the timeline, off to Lund. Lund comes back out top of the key now, way out front. Nice pass inside. Oh, that was a beauty from Pancost to Diak. Beauty. Nice pass, and it's a three-point Carroll lead, 44-41. Shot is up and no good. Rebound fought for, and finally loose ball controlled by Belich of the Bulldogs. Love has it. She's going all the way down, and she is fouled by Albrecht. Sammy Love, the sophomore from Lehigh, Utah, makes the first free throw. 5'7" sophomore, and she's a psychology major. Bulldogs double team and ball is fought for. Loose ball, jump ball. Boy, there was some great pressure defense by the Bulldogs. It was, what, 3-1? 3 Bulldogs to 1 Carroll player. And jump ball gives the ball to Montana Western. Here comes Isabella Lund, off to Belich. She's at high post. Back to Lund. Lund goes inside over Kelly. Keller. Oh! Erickson, I should say. Erickson got in there first, and the offensive rebound fell to Pancost, and she put it up, and drew a foul. Misses the first free throw. And the second free throw. But ball is controlled by the Bulldogs. Sammy Love, turnaround jumper, no good. Albrecht with the rebound for the Saints. Oh! Nice defense by the Bulldogs all the way at the other end. Isabella Lund lays it up and in right through the outstretched arms of Albrecht. And it's 45-44 Bulldogs. 1:47 left to play, third quarter. Oh, you don't see the post players very often go for the three, but Megan Karstetter did, and she hit it. And the Saints back out in front, 46-45. 1:18 left in the third quarter. Approaching the 1 minute mark of the first quarter, or third quarter, excuse me. Good defense by the Saints, keeping the Bulldogs out. And Isabella Lund, wow, 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 wow. Oh, mama. Was that some kind of move underneath the basket by Isabella Lund through the heavy outstretched arms of the Carroll defenders? 47-46 Bulldogs, and Lund will have an and one. Lund, kinesiology and physical education major. She has two older brothers, Matthew and David, and she is a graduate of Tumwater High School. And besides basketball, track and soccer were her sports in high school. Diak with the defensive rebound for the Bulldogs. 23 seconds on the clock. Hawk has it for Montana Western. There's only about an eighth of a second difference between game clock and shot clock. Pancott, traveled with it. Oh, she had the open shot and just took a big step and got to Sheridan instead of Twin Bridges. Well, she made it to Ennison. Six seconds. Good pressure by the Bulldogs. Oh, and another cheerleader got hit. This one got hit in the back of her leg by a basketball as the shot was short. And that's 3 quarters in the book. After 3 quarters, Montana Western 48, Carroll College 46. Back with the We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Montana Western for Frontier Conference women's basketball. Saints will put the ball in play right in front of us. Ava Oakland did the honors, and the Saints trailing by a bucket with the ball. Kraft put up the shot, no good, and Kiki Davis back in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Grabs the defensive board. Hawk will bring it down for Montana Western. Back to Davis. To Sayer. Sayer just turns around and hits a three. Oh, nope, they're going to say a two. She was standing on the line. Huh?
Sammy Love.
9:06 left to play. It's been a tight one. Gotta love Frontier Conference basketball. Kraft with the ball now. Long three is good. Kenzie Allen. She was almost sitting next to one of the players, to Maddie Moy over there on the Carroll bench. That's how far out she was without being out of bounds. 1 point Bulldog lead. Hawk has it for Montana Western. She goes inside, drops a little 5-footer that doesn't fall. Rebound to Karstetter of the Saints. Kraft is open for a three, no good. Davis with the rebound. That one took a couple of trips around the rim before popping out. Davis drives in, works her way up. Oh, this time Karstetter's waiting for her and slaps it away. Oh. Brooke Dayag just took it right out of her hands. Is that a foul? Somebody tried a three-pointer that just went nowhere except hard off the top of the backboard. .7:10 left to play. Step back shot, no good. Saylor with the defensive board for the Bulldogs. Now to Hawk. Oh, great defense by Allen. She just took it out of Diak's hands and dribbled the other direction. Diak, the only thing she could do was commit the foul. That's only her first personal, though, and the first team foul on the Bulldogs. And that will send Allen to the free throw line. Well, she said, it says here that she's a 50% free throw shooter, but she's done pretty well from the free throw line. That's going to help her field goal percentage. All tied up at 50. And she gets both free throws, and it's a 1 point Carroll lead. London Belich back into the lineup for Montana Western. Inside to Davis. Davis shot is up and no good. So as hot as she was inside in the first half, she's cooled off a little bit. Bulldogs trail by one, 50-51. Oh, nice under the basket move by Kraft, the redshirt freshman from Helena. Horner puts up a shot, just kind of a fall away 10-footer, and it doesn't fall through. And the Saints hold the Bulldogs to one. one shot and lead 53-50. So the Bulldogs just can't handle prosperity. They build a little bit of a lead, and then they let it go. So Saints with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Tipped away by Belich. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. Shot is up and no good. And Horner with the defensive rebound for Montana Western. Lund looks over to Coach Sullivan for the play. Blocking foul is called on Candutch. Very, very physical underneath. And that leaves us to a media timeout. Timeout on the court. It's Carroll College 53, Montana Western 50. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. A little under 5 minutes left to play in what's been a really good ball game. Very close, very tight. It would be a lot closer, but the Bulldogs, lots of turnovers. It's kind of an area that's plagued them all year. And free throws. The Bulldogs are 10 of 16 from the line, while the Saints are a perfect 7 for 7. Make that 10 of 17. Well, I say a lot of turnovers, but there's one difference in turnovers, and Kiki Davis gets 1 out of 2, so it's 53-51. The Saints have committed 12 turnovers, the Bulldogs 13 turnovers. I guess it's what's caused the Bulldogs is just where they had those turnovers. (53-51) Carroll. Albrecht throws up an air ball for a 3-point attempt, and the dog pound lets her know about it. Two seconds on the shot clock. Saylor with the got the rebound and a beautiful pass to Horner at the other end.
Crap, good defense.
Horner's a business major. She graduated from Missoula Loyola. And Isabella Lund with another basket. Lund is now up to 20. And it's 53-53, under 4 minutes left to play. Karstetter's shot is up and no good. Saylor with the rebound for the Bulldogs. We talked about Horner. She's state champion tennis player. Oh, stolen away. Oh, but she misses the bunny after the steal. But Saylor's standing on the baseline. And Rochelle Sayers wants a timeout, so we'll take one here too. 53-53, all tied up between Carroll and Western. Back with the final. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Montana Western, Frontier Conference women's basketball. And right now it's all tied up between Montana Western and 16th ranked Carroll College, 53 apiece. Carroll putting the ball in play underneath their own basket and loses the ball out of bounds. Oh, nope. Oh, was tapped by a Saint, but they're going to say it was, they're going to give it to Carroll. Now we need an instant replay. Five seconds on the shot clock. Allen out, and she breaks it with a three. Nice shot by Allen. Gives the Saints a 53-56 lead. Full court pressure applied by Carroll. Knocked out of bounds by the Saints, Oakland. And they're giving the ball to Carroll. A technical foul has been called on somebody. And Albright will go to the line to shoot the technicals for Carroll, and she misses the first one. Not sure what the technical was.
Is there a technical?
Yeah. And she gets 1 out of 2. And the Saints will get the ball so they can have another possession to extend this lead. 2:44 left to play. Ball in play by the Saints, leading by 4, 57-53. Stolen away by the Bulldogs, Belich. Corner to Saylor. Saylor, 15-footer, no good, but a collision between Isabella Lund and Carroll's Allen. No foul call, but possession to the Bulldogs. We should ask Terry Haverfield. She was standing right in front of where it all happened. Nope, we got a timeout. Timeout on the court. Carroll 57, Western 53. We are back at Western Stroud Gymnasium. 57-53, Carroll leading the Bulldogs. And we have 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to play. And Saylor stepped out of bounds, so another turnover. That gives the ball back to the back to the Saints, leading by 4, approaching the 2-minute mark of this game. Five seconds on the shot clock. Knocked out of bounds by the Saints. No? By the Saints or by the... Oh, we got another timeout. 1:39 left to play in our ball game. Carroll 57, Montana Western 53. Back with the final minute and a half. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, both teams still gathered around their head coaches. Defensive strategy for the Saints and offensive strategy for the Bulldogs. The discussion. And full court pressure by the Bulldogs. Lund down to Saylor. Saylor out to Belich. Horner has the ball now for the Bulldogs. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul. Yep. Foul is called on Ava Oakland, the senior from Boise. Both teams have not committed much in the way of fouls in this quarter. That's only the second team foul on Carroll. Lund to Horner from the wing, and it's good. Lund hits a three, and the lead is 1:05 left to play. Now we have a Carroll timeout. So going back to 1972, Carroll leads the overall series 99-70 and is currently riding an 18-game winning streak over the Bulldogs. The Saints lead Western in conference games 88-54, but the largest margin of victory between the schools goes back to February 27th, 1973, when the Bulldogs beat Carroll 62-11. We went to college with some of those. Huh?
My sister wasn't
Oh.
playing yet.
We went to college with the girls on that team, though.
That's right.
What we're saying is we're really old. Now some full court Bulldog pressure. Over and back is the call, or a foul. Nope, they're going to say Diak committed the foul. Third team foul on the Bulldogs. Kenzie Allen will put the ball in play for Carroll College. Neiman will set the Carroll offense. Under a minute left to play, Carroll leads by 1, 57-56. Now we start looking at all those missed Bulldog free throws. Eight seconds, 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, and battle for the ball, and shot clock violation. 28 seconds on the clock, and the Bulldogs can win it. Bulldogs trail by 1 with under 28 seconds, and Rochelle Sayers says, first, let me talk to my kids. And so we'll let her talk after this. We are back to the Stroud Gymnasium, and what a game we have. Under 30 seconds left to play. The Saints holding on to a 57-56 lead over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs with the basketball, and no full court pressure. The Saints have backed off to defend on the Bulldog side of the court. Lund has it. Oh, and a steal. Kiki Davis lost it, but a foul is called on Lund, who tried to steal the ball. 17 seconds. And Rochelle Sayers wants another timeout, which I think will give them the ball at half court. Will they get the ball at half court now? Yeah. Yeah, is this a 30-second timeout? And the shot clock should be off. Oh, there it is. They heard me. They heard me. They just turned the shot clock off. We'll just keep it right here. We'll have about a 20-25 minute break after the conclusion of the women's game, and then we'll have the Frontier men's game between Carroll and Montana Western, and that looks to be another good game. So turnovers and missed free throws. And that's the 5th foul. Ava Bellich commits the 5th team foul for the Bulldogs, and that's going to send Neiman to the line to shoot 2. Coach Sullivan, instructions to his team. Neiman gets the first. So it's now a 2-point game, still a 1-possession game. And she gets them both, so it's a 3-point Saints lead, 59-56. Here comes Lund, 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Bellich has the ball. Bellich to Lund. Horner down to 2 seconds on the clock. Great defense. Oh, and it almost went in. Great defense by the Saints in that final possession. But final score, Carroll College 59, Montana Western 56. We're going to just sign off right now, and we'll be back with the men's game in about 20 minutes. And